Considering it's our one and only home, it is of course an imperative that we take care of the earth. However, industrialism and various other forms of human activity have slowly caused the world to deteriorate, and the resulting destruction of the environment has reaped detrimental consequences on the lives of humans and other organisms. In this video, I will be discussing the effects of earthquakes, heat waves, and water scarcity on human lives. Earthquakes, caused by a slip in the Earth's crust, cause a significant loss of human life and catastrophic damage to infrastructures, especially for earthquakes of high magnitudes. Reconstruction of these infrastructures also poses the problem of financial instability, especially for low-income areas which were structurally vulnerable from the beginning. Heat waves are caused by a buildup of carbon dioxide as a result of fossil fuel burning, for instance, when we use coal and gas. Similarly to how blankets or clothes trap heat, the accumulation of carbon dioxide causes a rise in temperature and the change in the patterns governing heat circulation through wind and moisture. They can cause heat stroke, wherein the sweating mechanism of the body cannot function as normal, causing a rapid increase in body temperature leading to, in extreme cases, death. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention under the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, low-income populations and outdoor workers, as well as children and the elderly, are the most prone to the effects of a heat wave. The World Health Organization also states that the effects of heat waves can be worse in urban areas due to the UHI or urban heat island effect. Additionally, they can cause a strain on water, energy, and transportation, leading to power outages and also putting food and livelihood safety at risk. From 1998 to 2017, some 166,000 people have died due to extreme temperatures. Water pollution through washed-out pesticides and fertilizers from agricultural setups, as well as untreated human wastewater and industrial waste, is the main driving factor behind water scarcity. Agriculture requires large amounts of fresh water, but about 60% of it is wasted because of faulty irrigation mechanisms. Rivers, lakes, and underground aquifers are running dry or becoming too polluted for safe use because of this. Climate change causes disturbances in global water patterns, so some areas of the world have water shortages, yet others have floods. Rapid population growth and industrialization have also adversely affected natural water cycles and contributed to this issue. As a result of water scarcity, about 1.1 billion lack access to clean water, while 2.7 billion find that accessing it is difficult for at least 1 month out of the whole year. These people are unfortunately exposed to diseases like cholera and typhoid fever. Diarrheal diseases alone kill 2 million people each year, most of the victims being children. To put all of these into perspective, let's take a look at the environment of Metro Manila. Metro Manila is a highly industrialized region of the Philippines, and as can be inferred from this discussion, this comes as a great deal of damage for the environment and, consequently, the region's inhabitants. Firstly, Metro Manila is located along the West Valley Fault System, which puts it at high risk for being heavily affected by earthquakes. The copious amount of building and infrastructure as a result of urbanization also makes it so that damages onslaught by earthquakes are much more dangerous and costly. The dense population also makes it difficult to facilitate evacuation operations. As earlier mentioned, cities are at higher risk of heat waves because of the UHI effect, and Metro Manila is no exception. The mentioned causes behind heat waves, such as carbon dioxide accumulation, are also prominent in the metro because of the high concentration of industrial setups and vehicle exhaust. Recent heat indexes that have reached up to 40 and 41 degrees have warranted extreme care, for exposure could lead to heat stroke. In 2019, dry spells caused the water levels of La Mesa Dam to be insufficient, abruptly cutting off the city's supply. La Mesa Dam is the main water source of Manila water providers, and at the time, the company had reverted to this dam from Angat Dam as a short-term, albeit ineffective solution for addressing the rapidly increasing population of Metro Manila. According to Samyon 2020, Filipinos without access to fresh water often resort to contaminated water, which in turn increases their vulnerability to diseases as mentioned earlier in the video. All of these cycles demonstrate a similar idea for industrialized environments in general. As humans increase urbanization yet continue to pollute the environment in the process through their usage of fossil fuels and the mismanagement of waste, the environment deteriorates as a consequence, which in turn adversely affects widespread human health. Protecting the environment is the surefire way to make sure we as the human race stay safe as well, and knowing how its destruction has disastrous, even fatal effects on our lives, the responsibility to take care of it through little actions should come as second nature.